Have you ever watched a film that just, well, it stays with you, not just, entertaining, but something that truly gets under your skin, leaves a real mark long after you finish watching?
Yeah, definitely.
For so many people, I think Schindler's List, Steven Spielberg's 1993 film, is exactly that kind of movie.
Oh, absolutely. It's much more than just a movie. It's a really profound look at history, at humanity, and I think the power of individual choice, even when facing just overwhelming evil.
That's a great way to put it. And today, that's what we're doing, a deep dive into Schindler's List. We want to unpack why this film isn't just critically acclaimed, but why it remains such a crucial piece of how we understand history.
And our discussion today, it's all based on some really comprehensive excerpts from a recent movie review of the film.
Right. So before we jump right in, we should give a heads up. This is a very powerful film. It's listed as a war, history, biographical drama.
Directed by Steven Spielberg, of course. Stars Liam Neeson, Ralph Fiennes, Ben Kingsley. It's long, 295 minutes. Based on the book Schindler's Ark by Thomas Keneally.
And importantly, the source material rightly includes a trigger warning. The film contains graphic violence, significant emotional trauma, and obviously difficult Holocaust content. So please keep that in mind as we talk about it.
Definitely something to be aware of going in or even just listening to this discussion.
Okay, so let's start with the man himself, Oskar Schindler. He was a German industrialist and initially, yes, a member of the Nazi Party.
Which is quite something considering where the story goes. Because the core of his true story, the incredible part, is that he ultimately saved over 1,100 Jewish people during the Holocaust. He did it by employing them in his factories.
The film doesn't shy away from his initial motivations, though, does it? He starts out seeming very opportunistic.
Not at all. He sees the war, the situation, as a business opportunity, really. A way to profit using cheap Jewish labor. But that's the genius of the narrative. It tracks his transformation.
From opportunist to, well, reluctant hero.
Exactly. It peels back those layers of self-interest. It shows this journey. It suggests that redemption, change, it's possible even in the darkest, most evil of times. It really makes you question how much someone can change.
And Spielberg's direction is just so key to making that feel believable, visceral almost.
Oh, absolutely. That choice to shoot in black and white, for instance, it wasn't just an aesthetic decision.
No, it feels more like a documentary somehow. It makes it more intense.
Right. It strips away any kind of modern gloss, makes it feel immediate, raw. Yeah. You feel like you're almost witnessing history, not just watching a movie. It really enhances the emotional weight.
And that starkness makes the moments of color, the moment of color stand out so much more.
Ah, the little girl in the red coat. Yeah. It's the only real splash of color in the whole film.
Yeah.
And Spielberg makes sure you see her. It's almost jarring.
It really grabs your attention.
It does. And it functions on so many levels. Symbolizing lost innocence, sure. But it's also presented as this huge personal turning point for Schindler. A visual wake-up call.
Like the horror becoming specific, personalized, right in front of him.
Exactly. It makes the abstract horror suddenly very, very real. It becomes impossible for him and maybe for us watching to maintain any kind of distance or apathy after seeing that. It's like a punch to the gut.
You really feel the deliberateness in Spielberg's filmmaking. He uses those long takes, too.
Letting scenes play out in real time. It builds this almost unbearable tension sometimes. You can't look away. There are no quick cuts to relieve the pressure.
And the violence is depicted very rawly. Plus, the minimal use of music in many scenes.
Right. It all serves to heighten that sense of authenticity, that emotional gravity. It never feels like it's being exploitative, just brutally honest about what happened.
And the performances, they just carry so much of that weight. Liam Neeson as Schindler.
Incredible performance.
Yeah.
So complex, so nuanced. He gives Schindler charisma, flaws, but ultimately this undeniable heroism emerges. You totally buy his journey.
You see the opportunist, like you said, but then you see that conscience awakening. It's all there.
It really is. And then you have Ralph Fiennes as Amon Goeth, the Nazi commandant.
Just chilling. Absolutely terrifying.
It's one of the great screen portrayals of evil, I think, because it captures the banality of it, the casual cruelty, with such terrifying realism. It's incredibly difficult to watch him.
It is. How do you think Fiennes avoids making him just a monster, a caricature? He feels disturbingly real.
I think it's because Fiennes shows the everyday nature of Goeth's sadism. There isn't this grand theatrical villainy. It's just casual indifference to human life. This man who has completely normalized inhumanity. That's what's so horrifying.
Yeah, that makes sense. And then, offering such a stark contrast, you have Ben Kingsley as Itzhak Stern.
Schindler's Jewish accountant. He's like the quiet moral center of the film, the anchor.
He represents the dignity, the resilience, doesn't he?
He does. He's that grounding force, that quiet conscience, operating right beside Schindler through much of it.
These performances, they really bring the film's big themes to life. First, that moral complexity we talked about. Schindler's Journey shows you just how much capacity for change people have, even unexpected people.
Definitely. It challenges easy assumptions about who's good or bad. And secondly, the film confronts the Holocaust itself, head on.
It doesn't flinch.
No. That realism forces you, the viewer, to grapple with the atrocities, to really see the dehumanizing machinery of genocide. It makes you bear witness.
But, and this is crucial, it's not just horror. There's a powerful message of hope woven through it too, isn't there?
Absolutely. Despite the utter darkness, it really emphasizes the power of individual action. It shows that one person can make a difference. Schindler's transformation, his ultimate sacrifices, prove that.
And that emotional core, that mix of sorrow and hope, is just perfectly captured by John Williams' score.
Oh, the score.
Huh?
It's hauntingly beautiful, isn't it? Deeply mournful, but it never feels manipulative.
No, it enhances, it doesn't dictate the emotion.
Exactly. And that solo violin, played by the great Itzhak Perlman, it just evokes this profound sorrow. It reflects the tragedy without being overly sentimental. It's like a lament. It gets right into your soul.
There are scenes and lines from this film that are just, they're etched into cinematic history.
Where Schindler's breakdown at the end.
I could have done more. Oh, man.
It's devastating. One of the most powerful emotional moments on film ever. It's that raw realization of the infinite value of a life hitting him with this crushing weight, knowing he could have saved even more.
Hits you right there. And then there's the liquidation of the Krakow ghetto sequence.
Just harrowing. Utter chaos. Spielberg puts you right in the middle of the fear, the violence, the trauma. It's unflinching, almost disorienting to watch. Leaves you breathless.
Yeah. And we have to circle back to that red coat scene again. Its power as a symbol.
Right. Innocence lost amidst total destruction. But also, as we said, that crucial pivot point for Schindler. It shifts his view from numbers, from a mass of people to individuals, to specific human lives being extinguished.
And all this leads back to that powerful quote used in the film from the Talmud.
Whoever saves one life saves the world entire.
That really is the heart of the film's message, isn't it?
It is. It encapsulates the immense value, the infinite potential within every single human life, and the profound impact of choosing to act, choosing to save, even one.
The film's legacy is just enormous. Our source review gives it a 10 out of 10, calls it a masterpiece.
And rightly so. It won big at the Oscars 7 Academy Awards, including Best Picture, Best Director for Spielberg.
Best Adapted Screenplay, Best Original Score, too.
Yeah. And it's in the U.S. National Film Registry. Recognized as being culturally, historically, or aesthetically significant, which feels like an understatement almost.
It really does. It consistently ranks among the greatest, most important films ever made. The review calls it essential viewing.
I'd agree. Essential for anyone interested in history, in ethics, or just in the power of cinema itself.
So wrapping up, Schindler's List. It's not just a movie you watch. It's an experience you absorb. It's raw. It's devastating, yes. It shows humanity at its absolute worst.
But crucially, it also shows humanity at its best. It's a testament to resilience, to compassion, to the possibility of change.
It really encourages you, the listener, to think about the weight of your own choices, the impact one person can have even against overwhelming odds.
So maybe the question it leaves you with is this. If one person, like Oskar Schindler, could make such a profound difference in such horrific circumstances, what does that challenge us to consider about our own capacity for impact, even in the smaller choices we face every day?
It's a powerful thought. We really do encourage you, if you haven't seen it or if it's been a while, to seek out or revisit Schindler's List, to fully appreciate its cinematic power and its immense historical weight.